Hello everyone, it's Becca from Becca Books and Bujo, and today I have a bullet journal flip through for you. So this is the most recent bullet journal I filled up. It is my 6th ever bullet journal. It lasted me from October of 2021 through July of 2022, so about 10 months. And we are just going to do a flip through. I'll talk about some of the spreads as we go through, but this was the cover page for all of it. I knew it would last me through to a lot of 2022. Here are my future logs. I did a purpley pink gray theme for the beginning of journal pages. Here's where I tracked my 21 and 2021. I think I got, how many of them did I actually complete? 16 of the 21. That is not bad. Here's a year in pixels. Purple was super awesome mood. Pink was not great mood, and you can tell I didn't have many of those pinks, so that's good. Here I had things to check out and a need, want, and gift ideas list. I still have, I think, this exact spread in my bullet journal setup today. I will link my most recent bullet journal setup up above. Passwords, cleaning spread, expenses and savings trackers. I don't really do this in my bullet journal anymore because I have a separate binder where I keep track of our expenses. Here is a page where I keep track of all the loans I have out from the library and my TBR, but I stopped tracking my TBR in my regular bullet journal because I got a reading journal. I will link that up above so you can see how that is set up. I really like tracking my reading in a separate journal. But I do have a library loans spread currently because it's something I keep track of when I need to return books. It's nice to have with me all the time. I don't carry my reading journal with me all the time. Here's where I kept track of symptoms for when I was pregnant with baby Mabel. And the first monthly of this journal was October of 2021. I did an apple theme because my husband's family always makes apple juice in the month of October. I think this month we made 150 gallons of apple juice. Oh, I forgot to mention, this is the Baron Fig flagship confidant journal in the B5. It's, similar to P5. And I tried this one of the recommendation of Cindy Gunter Baldo. I did not like how thin these pages were. You can see bleed through of my Tombos, and I did not like that. But here was a tracker that is inspired by Jess at Joshi Curran here on YouTube. I'll link her channel down below. But I also tracked pet care and reading on these pages. Did I only read 3 books in October? That's sad. There was a September review and just some dailies for October, and then we got into a weekly spread the first week in October. And here's this tried and true weekly that I continue to use. I actually switched it up just a couple weeks ago, but this lasted me for almost, I bet, this whole journal. We will see. Oh, here's when I got COVID. And when we moved to a house that we bought, we were renting before in our new town and bought a house in October. So November, I've done this theme before where I kind of made a tree out of these beautiful fall colors. Here, because November has Thanksgiving, I decided to track gratitude along this margin, which was nice and something always to think about and remind yourself how lucky you are with what you've got. I changed my habit tracker to be these individual calendar trackers this month, it looks like, and then I had pet routine and reading trackers again. And here are the weeklies for November. They all look very similar. Here's where I tracked purchasing Christmas gifts for family, a Christmas countdown, and then the gifts I received. A review for the month of November, and here is December. I saw this graphic, I don't know, just searching on Google once, and I really liked it, so took it and altered it a little bit for my own journal, but I also did this candy cane border around the edge of the page. I was scheduled for an induction with Maple, but she was born the evening of the 26th. She came all on her own. Habit trackers, reading trackers, and the weeklies. Classic weeklies. Oh, this one. I outlined the days. And did a little different this week because I was pretty much off of work and didn't think I needed as much room to plan. This was the week Maple was born, so I didn't have much going on. And then here was my 22 for 2022 setup. I have done quarter year check-ins, mid-year check-ins on these goals, and I transferred a spread very similar to this into my new bullet journal that starts in August of 2022. But this is how I was doing at that almost mid-year mark. Got my year in pixels, a YouTube planning page, a December review, and then we jumped into January. I wanted to do kind of a winter forest theme. Theodore turned 2. Habit trackers, reading trackers. I wanted to track the books that I wanted to get to, or give myself a general idea of the books I wanted to get to in the month. So instead of a pet care routine here, I decided to put a list of books, and then I moved the pet care routine to over here in January. I also had cleaning routine and then a to-do list here. I was on maternity leave during the month of January, so my weeklies, looks like I just did a single page per week. So week 1 of January, week 2, week 3, and week 4. A January review, and we are into February. Inspiration for February was taken from Amanda Rach Lee. I will link her channel down below. She's famous here on YouTube for her bullet journals, so I'm sure you've seen her videos around, but I love this heart theme for the month of love. Here's where I got my Zig Clean Color dot markers, and so I did individual monthly habit trackers and marked them off with little dots if I did them, or if I didn't, I used pink. Reading, cleaning, dogs, and to-dos. And my classic weekly setup, probably for every single week in February. Yep. Moving on to March. Now I think you've seen all of these setups. I will link my bullet journal playlist down below and up above in the cards most likely, but you have seen all of these setups now because I got back into bullet journaling in January of 2022. So now you can see what these spreads look like after the pen. On to the weeklies. They all look the same. And here we're migrating into April, so we had some different colors present, because here's the theme for April. More earth tones. Eight books I read in April. And my weeklies. Not much change there. Moving on to May. I reused this theme from, I think, one of my very first bullet journals, but I explained that more in this May setup. Ooh, I did a sideways tracker here. I love these patterns. It would look way cooler if I actually did all of these habits, but I don't always get them all done. Kept track of some health stats and then a brain dump here. Oh, this is my first Bookoplathon, so that was fun to plan, and I did a reading vlog on that. I will link that up above. Here are my weeklies for May. Oh, I did something a little different here, but don't think I liked it because I went right back to my original weekly. June, I took inspiration from Kristen Hanna's The Great Alone for this cover page, as I am trying to read Kristen Hanna books for the month, or for the summer months of 2022. I read so many books in June because of Whateverthon that I had to add this little tip in. I think I read 17 books. I will link my Whateverthon reading vlog up above in case you want to check that out. Cleaning, health, brain dump pages, and my weeklies. I've got some new colors integrating, so you know there's going to be a new month. July, I don't know why I did this. I wanted bright colors and went with the boho rainbow image here. So it's our monthly habit trackers, reading trackers, cleaning and health. And then I just left this spread open and I ended up using it to take notes on sleep training for Theo. We hired a sleep consultant to help with him. He was not sleeping well and he needed us to lay with him when he was trying to fall asleep or in the middle of the night, and so we hired a sleep consultant and it worked wonders. Theodore now sleeps on his own and is very proud of himself for the sleep that he has every night. And weeklies. I had just a quick August monthly setup here because I wasn't carrying around my new journal with me all the time. And I needed to look ahead at the month of August at some points. Willie and I had a family meeting where we took care of some things. Then it looks like we had, how many empty spreads? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 empty spreads, which obviously I couldn't fit an entire month in, and I was excited to start a new journal. Here it looks like just some notes, some ideas for 2023, and where I track all my Tombow colors. So that is my 6th ever bullet journal and my most recently filled up bullet journal. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Consider subscribing to my channel if you'd like to see more bookish and bullet journaling content from me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.